So moving on to race 20, we now see our other maximum point scorer, number 55, Paul Fry. But it's not Paul that makes the best of the starts. He's got to work for it as he goes into that first bend. It's Dean Garton that makes the best of it. He goes round the outside and now gets himself to the front. Andy Searle fighting for that third place at the moment. But Dean Garton is not going to give up easily. Oh, there's a good scrap going on for that first place. Whatever it was, it's come back on the sun, so whether that was a blockage of fuel or something, but Paul back in action. It means that Dean Garton leads, Andy Searle in second. And watch for those yellow levels of Paul Fry. They were desperate to try and get back. Looking for the skull from Andy Searle as well as he comes round off that pit bend. Dean Garton now comfortably away from this battle that's going on behind him. And Nicholls finishing in fourth place. Well, it does mean that after 3 rides, we've only got 1 rider that stayed on the maximum. Paul Fry just missing out there by 1 place. So, Leigh Lanham, the only one, maintaining 3 rides and 3 wins. The official result, a win for number 16, Dean Garton. In second place, number 55, Paul Fry. Third place, number 50, Andy Searle. Fourth place, number 6, Nicholls. In fifth place, number 282, Mike Dowling. Sixth place, number 419. Seventh place, number 5. Eighth place, number 18. Ninth place, 121. The winning time, 135.83, 58.98. 58.98, that average speed, 135.83. So we move our attentions to the sidecar class once again. Race 21 in your programme. As we take a quick look at race 21. Number 26 Reg Blackburn on 10 points at the moment. Change, of course, is that number 74 Duncan Tolhurst comes in place of number 5 Mick Cave, and Duncan also on 10 points, the same as Reg and Colin Blackburn. On 11 points is Rob Wilson Jr. And as they get underway, it is Robbie that's made an excellent start once again. As he goes down that back straight, he's let it slip though. I think that's Reg and Colin Blackburn. They're back in third place, trying to work out who it is that's got through. In the front is Rick Colvin that had got to the front. Well, Robbie Wilson comes back at him again. So really the outfits that I was expecting to have in the battle at the front have been upset by Rick Colvin getting in on the action. He's up in second place. Well, Dave Steer also a long way back down the field, so there could be some interesting sidecar racing in this one. As we watch the inside tight line taken by Dave Steer, who's trying to pick them off as he comes around that bottom bend. Robbie and Colin Hill have stayed in the front, but they know there must be quite a battle going on behind them. Indeed there is. You can see that all things are starting to happen in that second place. Duncan Tolhurst putting it sideways, and of course a little heart flutters as he did so, as he comes down that ball corner now, still holding that second place. Oh, Rick is again going very, very wide. Dave Steer moves through on the inside of him. So Dave Steer gradually moving up the field as Robbie Wilson looks to slow on that pit bend, but he's very, very quick down the back straight. Duncan told us they were close right up on him. There could be an attempt at this lead as they come off that top bend for the last time. Robbie looks over his shoulder, he knows that Duncan is close, but he's managed to take yet another win. Duncan told us gets second, Dave Steer in third. Well, that was close to the line for fourth place. I think that Rick Colvin did hang on to it, but very disappointed to see Reg and Colin Blackburn back there in last place. The result of the first of the third legs for the sidecars, a win for number 25, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. In second place, number 74, the reserve Duncan Tolhurst and Will Jones. In third, number 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. In fourth place, number 112, Rick Colvin and passenger Matthew Dix. In fifth place there, number 60, Richard Thomas, and sixth place, number 26. The winning time, 131.35, that average speed, 54.58, 131.35. Now, what the officials are in the centre of the circuit, because a brilliant idea they've come up with in this centre, and I think the right words are, it's being trialled at the moment, that all the different coloured bibs you can see out there in the centre, he's very kindly written it down for me and said that the pink ones are the clerk of the course and the assistant clerk of the course, the blue bibs are the club stewards, the orange bibs are the machine examiners, and the green bibs, the secretary of the meeting. I hope the secretary's not out in the middle somewhere. No, she's probably, or he is... So, perhaps a good idea from this centre that may be adopted nationwide. It gives us a chance to know who's who. I suppose more importantly, it means the riders don't have to run around asking who is the clerk of the course. They can see it quite clearly. But we get underway with race 22, and straight away, of course, we notice there is only 4 outfits out there. So we've got no Adrian Davis by the look of it. That's number 126. And as they come past us, I was going to say it's the Flying Gary and Steve Wright, but straight away I can see that the hand goes in the air. Well, that is very disappointing to see Gary Wright stopping because they've had some excellent results so far. Indeed, they were top of the point scoring chart. They had a maximum of 14 points coming into this ride. So that really is going to turn the point scoring on its head, because as we see the race continuing, it is Terry Phillips and Chris Spires that have got the lead from Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds. Oh, Mark and Rob Sarek's back in fourth place, and I can see that whatever the problem was, Gary has fixed and has already got that machinery going. Now, bear in mind, he's probably not going to do better than fourth place because he is a lap down on the rest of the field. But still very important to make sure he gets those points. As we go into the last lap, still Terry Phillips and Chris Spires leading, but Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds getting closer to them all the time. Oh, Craig Cheatham desperate to try and get some good points. That bike still doesn't sound 100% of Gary Wright, but it looks as if he is going to get some valuable points. As we watch the finish now as they come towards the checkered flag, Craig Cheatham desperately trying to get past, but Terry Phillips takes the win. Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds finish in second, Mark and Rob Sareks finish in third place. Of course, it does mean that Gary Wright takes the checkered flag and gets credited with fourth place. Race 22 then, the official result with a rather depleted field, a win for outfit number 52, that's Terry Phillips and Chris Spires. In second place, number 1, Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds. In third place, number 16, Mark and Rob Sareks. In fourth place, number 101, that's Gary and Steve Wright. The winning time, 133.34, 53.41 the average speed. 133.34, Woods number 8. Number 98, Joe Marr got a win first time out, is on 10 points so far. Lennon Ray Foreman on 12 points as well. So an interesting one, this one. So race 23 is already underway, and as they get into that first bend, it's Mark Edwards and Nick Walters that have made the best of the starts. There are all sorts of problems for Mark Edwards, but he hangs on to it and still hangs on to the lead as well. Joe Marg has got up into second place. Lennon Ray Foreman want to change that though. They're in third place at the moment as Joe Marg turns it sideways. And problems for Joe Marg. It looks as if he's escaped without mechanical damage there at all. I think that Lennon Ray Foreman just clipped that front wheel as they went by. Pleased to see that he's back and racing again. Well, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters still setting a cracking pace. A good ride this from Penny Hook and Keith Watts in front of Vaughan Roberts and Joe Mogg now. So a good third place at the moment as Penny Hook puts it sideways coming around that pit bend, opens up down the back straight, maintaining that third place at the moment as Vaughan Roberts wants to change that though. As we go into the last lap as they come past us this time, still Mark Edwards and Nick Walters leading from Lennon Ray Foreman. Good scrap going on for this third place though as Vaughan Roberts and Alan Berry try to go through on the inside of Penny Hook and Keith Watts. So they go back into fourth place, but still some good points to be scored. Oh, Penny Hook again tries to get through on the inside of Vaughan Roberts as we see the checkered flag go for outfit number 8, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. If my arithmetic is correct, I think that takes them right to the top of the point scoring. And an excellent win for outfit number 8, it's Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. In second place, number 149 was Lennon Ray Foreman. Third place, number 20, Vaughan Roberts and Alan Berry. Fourth place, number 34, Penny Hook and Keith Watts. In fifth place, number 98, that's Joe Mogg and Jojo Smith. The winning time, 129.77, that is a speed of 55.54, 129.77, 55.54. So the last heat of the third leg rides for the sidecars as we look to that far side, and again we're looking for outfit number 24. He's made the best of the starts and gets into that first corner, leading the rest of the field. It's Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Much better start this time for Rob Winterburn as he gets up into second place. Certainly some nervous moments going into that pit bend there, but everybody gets away with it as they go down that back straight. The change is certainly further down the field, but Rob and Chris Winterburn only a good second place. They've had some very mixed results so far this afternoon. Indeed, all sorts of problems for Kevin Simmons there. You can see that he's got mechanical problems. I was going to say perhaps created a temporary jump for the following sidecar crew, but I suppose I better not. They both got away with it very well indeed. As we see the last lap flag go for Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Rob and Chris Winterburn still there in second place, but Roy Spreadbury pushing very hard for that. Indeed, I wonder if there's going to be a last corner challenge from Roy Spreadbury. He's getting very close to Rob Winterburn. No problems for the leader though. It's another win for Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Close to the line for that second place, and I'll wait for the lap scores to confirm that one. Very close indeed. Well then, the last of the third leg rides, and indeed a win for number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place, number 148, that's Ron and Chris Winterburn. In third place, number 43, Roy Spreadbury. In fourth place, number 87, Rob Bradley. And in fifth place, number 4, our reserve Justin Peach. The sixth place there was number 32, and the winning time, 129.13, 129.13, 55.94 the average speed, 55.94. So back to the solo competition we go, as I've very unofficially done my sidecar points, and well, I'll make it that we've got a tie for top place. Look at that, the official results come flying across, and even my unofficial arithmetic has worked this afternoon. The brain might not be in gear, but the arithmetic's still going. Two outputs on 19 points at the moment. They're followed by Robbie Wilson on 18, Gary Wright and Lennon Ray Foreman on 17, Duncan Tollers right up there on 15 points, and Terry Phillips on 14. That's the sidecars after 3 legs, but for the moment we turn our attention to the solos, of course, and right at the top of the tree we've got number 1, the only rider on a maximum, Leigh Lanham. We have to wait until race 28 to see him in action again, and we're already underway with race 25 as they go into that first bend. Oh, Andy Parker, I can see right up there. Down that first bend, I'll confirm that for as they come round by me. Certainly Andy Parker fighting for that second place. Vince Kinchin right up there as well in third at the moment. It is indeed Neil Scopes that leads though as they come past us. A good ride this for Neil Scopes as he indeed leads going into that top bend. As we go into this pit bend for the second time, Neil Scopes away from them at the moment. Vince Kinchin after him in second place. That's there in fourth place at the moment, number 139. So, indeed I've realised that that's Malcolm Simmons that's fighting with Dave Mears for that fourth place as Vince Kinchin puts it down on that top end. Quickly back up on his feet. Already Vince Kinchin is up and racing again. As we go into this pit bend for the last time, it's a win for Neil Scopes, his first of the afternoon. Second Randy Parker, and Malcolm Simmons has crept through again. Well, a terrific ride once again for Malcolm Simmons. He's got himself up into third place. Of the fourth leg rides and a win. A new winner this afternoon for Neil Scopes, number 15. In second place, number 20, Andy Parker. Third place, number 30, Malcolm Simmons. In fourth place, number 263, Graham Gordon. Fifth place, number 139, Dave Mears. And sixth place, number 17, Dave Wright. Seventh place, number 84. Eighth place, number 231. Ninth place, number 177. And the winning time, 137.11. 137.11, the speed, 58.20. So 58.20, confirm the speed there as we move to race 26. Race 26, and we perhaps look for number 22 again. That's Scott Nicholls. He's right up there on the boards, but also right up there as well is the early leader, Tommy Palmer. He gets into that first corner exactly where he wants to be. Emson is up in third place. Andy Sellard is in fourth place at the moment, fighting with Richard Emson for that third, but Tommy Palmer it is that's got away. Scott Nicholls is on at 34 points from 3 rides. He's right up there amongst the top points scorers. But all the time he knows that Scott Nicholls is clawing his way back. Well, Scott looks over his shoulder, he knows that he can hear other bikes close to him. That is Richard Emson that's up in third place. Those 3 riders closing up that third, fourth and fifth place. And as we look to the last lap flag, it is still Tommy Palmer from Scott Nicholls. Richard Emson still just from Andy Sell and John Jefferies. And if you do get the machinery of Richard Emson, Scott Nicholls. Scott Nicholls has hit problems. You can see him trying to ease that bike on. He knows he can get good points just by finishing, but that was a lot further down than perhaps he expected to be. Palmer, he takes the race win, that's number 21. In second place, number 141, Richard Emson. In third place, number 22, so he just hung on to third, Scott Nicholls. Fourth place, number 50, Andy Sell. Fifth place, number 14, John Jefferies. Sixth place, number 6, Michael Coles. And seventh place, number 9. Eighth place, number 72. Ninth place, 419. 10th place, 305, and the winning time, 135.24. 135.24, 59.34. Away we go with race 27. Quickly we're looking for Mark Loram, but he's out against Paul Fry. Both these two scoring well at the moment. Mark Loram, but he's had 2 race wins already as he comes round past us, looking to get his third. Paul Fry up there in second place. Chris Tritton, a good third place at the moment. He's certainly leading the rest of the run as they go around that top corner. Surprised that Mark Loram has got to do the qualifier this year, but he's making sure that he's going to amass good points to make sure we're getting into that Masters. And I think it's worth perhaps reminding you that one of the nice little finishes of last year that Simon Cross rode in the qualifier. In fact, 6th place in the qualifier, and then went on and became Masters champion. As we see the last lap flag go, it's still the lead with Mark Loram. Paul Fry still there in second place. Chris Tritton in third place at the moment, in front of Darryl Keats. Certainly Mark Loram will win this afternoon. He takes it in 15. Paul Fry finishing second to him. Chris Tritton a good third place in front of Darryl Keats. Win for rider number 2, Mark Loram. In second place, number 55, that's Paul Fry. And third place, number 3, Chris Tritton. Fourth place, number 31, Darryl Keats. And fifth place, number 23. Sixth place, number 5. Seventh place, number 130. Eighth place, number 44. And ninth place, 121. The winning time, 134.34, 134.34, that's 59.91, 9.91. Of the fourth leg qualifiers for the solo class, and a chance to see in action once again rider number 1, Leigh Lanham. He's the only rider on the mix. Certainly right up there amongst those top scorers, sits on 29 points coming into this ride. But Leigh Lanham, the man who's shown that he's well and truly in control this afternoon. 3 rides and 3 wins. This is 4th ride, and he's out there once again in front. So another rider that's showing good form but had one disappointing ride. Steve Daw up in 4th place as he fights for that second spot. John Underwood in on the action as well, closing up. Gary Lobb is there in picking up around second place. This time they will be showing the last lap flag. Gary Lobb trying to close up on the back wheel of John Underwood at the moment. But no problems for Leigh Lanham. He really is showing great form here this afternoon. That last bit. This maintaining 4 rides and 4 wins. Oh, going very, very wide. Steve Daw comes through to get the second place. Garton in 3rd, John Underwood in 4th. And we appear to have lost Gary Lobb, unfortunately, on that top bend. So Mike Dowling comes through in that 5th place. Of the solo 4th leg rides, and a win for rider number 1, his 4th this afternoon, Leigh Lanham. In 2nd place, number 110, Steve Daw. In 3rd place, number 16, Garton. And 4th place, number 77, John Underwood. 5th place, number 282, Mike Dowling. And 6th place, number 64, 7th place, number 26, and 8th place, number 43. 9th place finisher there, unfortunately, Gary Lobb falling, got himself up and got a 9th place, so it's number 8 that goes in 9th place. The winning time, 1:35.34, the speed, 59.28. 59.28 that speed, 1:35.34. And the final qualifying ride, they have still got one more point scoring ride, of course, that the semi-final. But for the moment, the way it looks is we've got Mark Edwards and Rob Wilson on 19 points, Robbie Wilson on 18, Gary Wright and Len Foreman on 17, and Duncan Tolhurst on 15. So as we get underway, we look across that far side, going into that first bend. It's all getting very, very close as Mark Edwards had missed the start slightly, tries to make up for it in that first bend. He's gone very, very tight. It's Gary Wright that's got the lead though. So Gary Wright is having a terrific day today. We thought he was hit some sort of mechanical problem, but obviously that was quickly solved in his third leg ride as Mark Edwards puts the power on a bit too early, throws the back end out, but recovers from that and speeds down that back straight, right up on the back wheel of Gary and Steve Wright. There's a good scrap going on for third place as Great Cheetah was trying to get through on the inside of Terry Phillips, does so on that bottom bend. So as you watch the action that's going on for that first and second, there's also the fight going on for third place behind them. Great Cheetah now in third place. But still, Gary and Steve Wright going brilliantly at the moment as they come around that top bend. Mark Edwards not being able to close the gap. Comfortably stays there for that second place. Clive Reynolds looks over his shoulder. He knows that they've now perhaps got that third place secured. Both the Wright brothers busily looking over their shoulders. I'm sure they're expecting a challenge from Mark Edwards from somewhere, but at the moment he's sitting there in that second spot. Will he make an attempt on the last bend? Well, he's going to have to settle for second place because Gary and Steve Wright win it. Mark Edwards and Nick Walters get second. Great Cheetah and Clive Reynolds get third, and Terry Phillips, the only other finisher there, finishing in fourth place. The official result, a win for number 101, that's Gary and Steve Wright. In second place, number 8, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. In third place, number 1, Great Cheetham and Clive Reynolds. In fourth place, number 52, Terry Phillips and Chris Spires. That the only other finisher. The winning time, 1:29.42, 1:29.42, and the speed, 55.76. 55.76, that equivalent speed. For race 30, of course, well up there amongst the top point scorers is number 149, Lennon Ray Foreman, and it looks as if it's them that have got problems on the start line. So anxious moments for Lennon Ray, but they look to have got machinery going. Up against another of the top scorers so far this afternoon, Robbie Wilson, of course, on 18 points at the moment, so effectively sitting in third place before this ride. Away we go, looking to see who's made the best of it. Royce Bredbury's had a good start. Robbie Wilson right there with him. Duncan Tolhurst has moved up into third place, but Royce Bredbury away from the rest of the field as he goes into that first bend. And it is Royce Bredbury that leads as they come past us. Duncan Tolhurst has moved through into second place. As it gets very, very close for that second place, it's Royce Bredbury that's allowed to get away. Royce Bredbury and Andy Thorne have had mixed results so far this afternoon, but this looks like being their best so far as they come past me, leading quite comfortably from Duncan Tolhurst and Will Jones, who've been piling the points on all afternoon. Robbie Wilson in third place at the moment. He's sitting on very good points at the moment, but will be disappointed with his third place, I'm sure, at the moment. And as I'm saying that, look at Lenham Ray Foreman. They're well down as well. We're expecting to see them right up in front. It's Roy Spreadbury that's taking the spoils at the moment as he comes past us, leading from Duncan Tolhurst. Robbie Wilson still there in third place. Lenham Ray Foreman in fourth and not looking to be able to close, or have they? They've closed right up on Robbie Wilson with that third place. Robbie sees the danger and pulls away again. As they come towards the checkered flag this time, it's going to be a first win this afternoon for outfit number 43, Roy Spreadbury and Andy Thorne. Duncan Tolhurst and Will Jones finishing in second, and Robbie Wilson in third. Have a quick look there at that passenger, because as somebody's just pointed out to me, it doesn't look like Andy Thorne, and I think I'll confirm that and say that looks more like Steve Kinchin. As we give the result for race 30, it's a win for Roy Spreadbury and, we believe now, Steve Kinchin. In second place, number 74, reserve Duncan Tolhurst and Will Jones. In third place, number 25, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. Fourth place, number 149, Lenham Ray Foreman. Fifth place, number 112, Rick Colvin, and sixth place, number 16, Mark Sarax. The winning time, 128.89, 128.89, that averages 56.09. As we look to race 31, looking down the lineup, I was wondering if this perhaps is going to be an opportunity for Winterburn or Red Blackburn to make up some good points, but as always that goes totally wrong. As we look to see them come out of that first bend, it is Kevin Simmons who's got the lead. Rob Winterburn is right up there in second place, so Richard Thomas in third at the moment. Reggie Colin Blackburn back in fourth place, with a good scrap going on for the lead, as you can see Kevin Simmons and Mark Langmaid making the best of the lead as they go into that top bend. Rob and Chris Winterburn still there in second place, getting all the dirt thrown off the back wheel of Kevin Simmons. Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley still there in third place, anxiously watching to see what Rob Winterburn does as he puts it sideways again in that pit bend. And around that top bend we go, and it's still Kevin Simmons that's leading. He's done well out of that starting gate, and he's hung on to this lead. It's again Rob Winterburn puts it sideways and Richard Thomas goes through. Oh, he saw the opportunity there and he dived through on the inside. He's gone very quick into that pit bend. Chance for Rob Winterburn perhaps to get back on terms, but again the back wheel steps out. He loses all drive, and now he's going to try and make up the ground down the back straight. Into the checkered flag we go, and we're going to have yet another winner in the sidecar class, because Kevin Simmons and Mark Langmaid pick up their first win of the afternoon. Number 60, Richard Thomas and passenger Kevin Woodley finish in second place. Rod and Chris Winterburn in third. Say a new winner on the score chart, at the hands of number 32, Kevin Simmons and Mark Langmaid. In second place, number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. In third place, number 148, Rod and Chris Winterburn. In fourth place, number 26, Reg and Colin Blackburn. And fifth place, number 34, Penny Hook and Keith Watts. The winning time, 130.61, 130.61, that's a speed of 55.02. Well, as we go into race 32, the point situation getting very interesting. Up there on 12. 24 points from the full ride. We've got Mark Edwards and Gary Wright, but Rob Wilson still to score in this one. Here across the far side we get underway, and it is Rob Wilson that's made the start. Joe Morgan's gone with him as they go into that first bend. And it's those two outfits that are setting the pace as they come round off that first bend. All sorts of problems for Joe Mogg. Dave Steer connecting with him as well, but Dave Steer recovered comfortably. It means that Rob Bradbury has moved up into second place. And it means that Rob Wilson and Tony Miles have been given a chance to get away. As they go down that back straight, it is Rob Wilson and Tony Miles that have got a comfortable lead on second place, Rob Bradley and Jeff Bradley at the moment. Dave Steer though, working his way through on the inside, fighting for that second place. Justin Peeps, the reserve, who's come in fourth place at the moment. And Joe Morgan, who had such a terrific start to the day, at the back of the field at the moment. Well, as we look to that far side, this is a chance where Rob Wilson could go out as the maximum point scorer from the qualifying rides. He's had 2 wins already, you remember, and this could be his third. Indeed, he goes around that pit bend looking very, very comfortable indeed. Rob and Chris Bradley, or Jeff Bradley I should say, looking equally comfortable in that second spot. Dave Steer, who's again had to work hard for his points this afternoon. That's how they finish. Rob Wilson wins, Rob Bradley in second, Dave Steer in third, Justin Peach in fourth, Ron Roberts in fifth, and Joe Mogg picking up the 6th spot. Race 32, the last one before the interval, a win for rider number 24, that's Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place, number 87, Rob and Jeff Bradley. In third place, number 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. Now we were going to give you number 4 in fourth place, but we've just been informed that unfortunately he's been excluded from the results, so it means in fourth place there is number 20. Warren Roberts and Alan Berry, and in 5th place, number 98, that's Joe Mogg and Jojo Smith. The winning time was 1:30.70, the speed 59.97, 1:30.70.
Yeah. A little undercoat.
Thank you very much. You know all about it.
No, no rubbish on here then.
Give him a kiss. Lovely. Cheers. And there's the bag. Oh, right, lovely.
So the riders, I'm sure, will be aware of that we've had one retirement from the top 18 that was seeded automatically through. That was Will James, who unfortunately has retired from the sport. So we look to see who it will be as we get underway with the first of the semi-finals as they come past me for the first time. Tommy Palmer has just got the best of the starts. Paul Fry has gone with him though, and it's Paul Fry that's gone the long way round as they get into that into third place in front of Tommy Palmer. Cracking semi-final has already started. Leigh Lanham has gone very, very wide. He manages to hang on to it, but he's allowed Richard Emson to go through on the inside of him. Paul Fry leads then. Richard Emson in second. Leigh Lanham holding third. Richard Emson still there in second place. Leigh Lanham, the only rider that was unbeaten coming into this semi-final, in third at the moment. What can he do about that third position? He's got a lot of work to do to try and catch Paul Fry, because he really does look to be Well, again, Leigh tries a different angle on that top corner, but he's still there in third place. Andy Sell still holding a good fourth place in front of Tommy Palmer in fifth and Chris Tritton in sixth place. This time as they come round, it looks as if it's going to be a first semi-final win for Paul Fry. Richard Emson gets second, Leigh Lanham in third, Andy Sell in fourth place and Tommy Palmer in fifth. Well, I expected that one to be good. It turned out to be absolutely brilliant, and of course that means we're set up for an excellent final. Race 33. What a terrific race it turned out to be, and a great win for number 55, Paul Fry. In second place, number 141, that's Richard Emson. Great ride for him, and in third place, number 1, that of course is Leigh Lanham. Fourth place goes to number 50, Andy Sell. Fifth place, number 21, Tommy Palmer. Sixth place, number 3, Chris Tritton. Seventh place, number 30, and eighth place, number 15. The winning time was 1:32.57. 1:32.57. That equates, yes, we've broken it, 61.06 average speed. So we're through to 61 miles an hour. And while I'm on the official results, somebody pointed out to me in the interval that I may have given you the wrong speed for race 32. My lap scores have confirmed that. There should have been an equivalent speed of 54.97, not 59 as I gave you, so my apologies for that. As we indeed get underway with race 34, the second of the semi-finals. And quickly looking for an early leader is Steve Daw, has made a terrific start. John Underwood has gone with him. Those two are away from the rest of the field, but Steve Garton has got away, and I can see now it's Mark Loram that's up there in second place. So Mark Loram challenging for the lead, but Steve Daw got it at the moment. John Underwood still there in third place. Great scrap going on for 4th, 5th and 6th, as you can see is Gary Lobb has got it. Mark Loram now has taken over the lead from Steve Daw. But Steve Daw in great form this afternoon. A very creditable second place in this semi at the moment as Mark Loram goes past us. John Underwood still there in third. Gary Lobb is up there in fourth. And it's Scott Nicholls is moving through. Scott Nicholls coming up in 5th place at the moment. Going on to Gary Lobb. Still Mark Loram very much in control. But right behind him, Steve Daw being challenged now by John Underwood. Gary Lobb going very, very wide on that pit bend. It's very close to the boards, and there's now Scott Nicholls to come through on the inside of it. Scott Nicholls goes up the inside, gets a much, much better entry into that top end. He's now up in the top end. Down the next route where the quickest part of the circuit, you can see quite comfortably is Mark Loram that's going to come and take the checkered flag. He wins the second semi-final. Steve Daw gets second place to him. It's going to be close for third, but John Underwood just takes it from Scott Nicholls. Oh, two terrific races, the semi-finals, as we expected them to be. It's all about points for that qualification for the Masters. And of course, we've got the final to come, which is another ball game entirely. That's just all about pound notes. So, for the second semi-final, race 34 in your programme, a win for rider number 2, Mark Loram. In second place, number 110, Steve Daw. In third place, number 77, John Underwood. In fourth place, number 22, that's Scott Nicholls. And fifth place, number 8, Gary Lobb. In sixth place, number 16, Dean Garton. And seventh place, number 282, Mike Dowling. The winning time was 1:34.97, 1:34.97, 59.51. So, two terrific semi-finals in the solo class. And remember, it was the top 14 that they were definitely looking for. Every probability it will be the top 15 that appear in the Masters with the already seeded 18 riders. So we turn our attention to the sidecar class, where we're looking for the top 8 to go through. There are already 10 outfits seeded through, and the same situation that we've had one retirement, that's Russelling and Paul Urich. So every probability that there will be 9 to go through. But as I gave you the points out, you can see it is very, very tight. And as we look to this first semi-final, we've got the highest point scorer so far, number 24, Rob Wilson. He's actually on 26 points, but very close to him. Number 8 and number 101, that's Mark Edwards in this particular semi-final. Gary Wright, of course, goes in the second. As we indeed get underway, as Mark Edwards has made the best of the starts. Rob Wilson right there with him. That's Royce Bridbury that's gone a long way round. Has gone a much, much longer distance into that first bend. He's gone a long way round, and indeed it hasn't paid dividends because Mark Edwards has got the better of it as he comes out of that first bend. Rob Wilson back in third place at the moment. Oh, it's all getting very, very tight as they go into that pit bend. Again, Royce Bridbury has gone very, very wide. Wilson to come through on the inside of him. But Mark Edwards and Nick Walters away from the rest of the field. Terrific line around that top bend as they power past me, leading from Rob Wilson and Tony Miles in second. Lennon Ray Foreman have done well to get through into that third place now as they go into this pit bend. And it looks as if Lennon Ray Foreman are perhaps challenging Rob Wilson. So will they give him room to push him along and try and catch Mark Edwards? Royce Bedbury trying not to get out of contention at all, still right up there in fourth place. But Mark Edwards, he won the Barks Bonanza last week, a terrific ride then. It looks as if he's in the same sort of mood again this afternoon. Into that pit bend with just one more lap to go, as Rob Wilson and Tony Miles have not been able to close the gap. They go down the back straight for one more time. Lennon Ray Foreman still there in third place. But as we see the checkered flag being made ready, it's going to be yet another win for Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. And indeed, they come to the line, they win the first semi-final, and I feel sure make sure of a place in the British Masters this year, which I'm sure will please a lot of people. First of the semi-finals for the sidecar class, and a terrific win for outfit number 8. It is of course Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. In second place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In third place, number 149, that's Len and Ray Foreman. In fourth place, number 43, Royce Bedbury and Steve Kinchin. In fifth place, number 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. And in sixth place, number 32, Kevin Simmons and Mark Langmaid. The winning time, 129.44, 55.75. 129.44, 55.75.
Oh no, he's ready to go.
So we move to the second semi-final, and of course remind you that this is the last race that features in the Masters qualification, but the point's very important to see who goes in that money final at the end of the day. Well, underway as we go down that back straight, and Robbie Wilson again has made a terrific start. I think that's Terry Phillips has gone the long way round and has gone very, very wide on that first bend. It may have paid off as they come past me. It is indeed. Terry Phillips has got to the front. Well, I was expecting to see Gary Wright right up the front there, but you can see that he's back in fourth place at the moment. It's Robbie Wilson that's up there in second place. Duncan Tolhurst in third, but Gary Wright trying to get around the outside of him as Duncan Tolhurst completely puts it sideways. Paul and Duncan working hard to keep that machinery going, and they do so brilliantly. As they come past us, it is still Terry Phillips and Chris Spires that lead from Robbie Wilson, and Colin Hill is getting close for that second, third and fourth place. So as again Rob Winterberg turns it round in that bottom corner. Second time we've seen him do that today. And Gary and Steve Wright not having it their own way at all. Back in fourth place at the moment. One more lap to go for Terry Phillips and Chris Spires. Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill still there in second place. Oh, Duncan Tolhurst working very, very hard with that machine at the moment. And as they go down that back straight, you can see that Gary Wright has again been forced to go very, very wide, and Duncan Tolhurst in all sorts of problems going into that top bend. He went in very, very quick, and indeed now he's gone wide as he crossed the line. He does indeed hang on to that third place, but how, I really don't know. 26, it was of course the second semi-final for Masters qualification, and a win. Terrific win indeed for number 52, it's Terry Phillips and Chris Spires. They get maximum points from the semi-final. In second place, number 25, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. In third place, number 74 is Duncan Tolhurst and Will Jones. And in fourth place, number 101, that of course is Gary and Steve Wright. And fifth place, number 148, Rod and Chris Winterburn. The winning time, 130.57, 130.57. That equates to a speed of 55.05. Those two times couldn't have been much closer, could they? As I'm certainly not brave enough to pick anyone out of that class of riders. Leigh Lanham, of course, on top points. Mark Loram equal to him on points over the 5 rides they've had so far. Paul Fry, well, he's been in terrific form this afternoon, hasn't he? Could Tommy Palmer pull one out the bag? Steve Daw? It's anybody's race, and it looks as if they're all ready to go. We get the tapes go up, and away we go. Who's made the best of the start? It's Mark Loram that's made the best. But Mark Loram with Paul Fry and Leigh Lanham right there after him. Dean Garton's up there as well with Tommy Palmer, but it's those three that are getting away. This afternoon. Mark Loram looks as if he wants to make this final. He is and doing it from start to finish. He goes very wide, but he keeps the speed on. Paul Fry is up there in second place. Steve Daw has moved through into third now in front of Dean Garton. Who's coming up behind me? I'm going to stay in front of. Well, as you look down that lineup, Mark Loram really looking tremendous this afternoon. He looks to have it all his own way. As fast as goes Paul Fry. He's moving up in fourth place, gets closer and closer to Paul Fry. Now get right on the back wheel of Dean Garton. Tommy Palmer moving up as well. A great scrap for that fourth place. 4 riders that any one of you would pick to take that fourth spot. No question about our leader, Mark Loram, taking this race. Whether or not he's got the wins of the qualifier, maybe he won't become British champion. You never know. Mark Loram wins the final. Paul Fry gets second. Steve Daw in third place. Leigh Lanham in fourth place. Andy Sell in fifth. Dean Garton in sixth. Tommy Palmer in seventh. Scott Nicholls in eighth. And John Underwood finishing in ninth spot. RH Emson finishing now, but not his final. A terrific ride from Mark Loram. Congratulated there by Paul Fry. And as he comes, I'm sure he's going to come round and receive your applause, because he really did want to win that race. No question about that. We said that he'd already qualified for the Masters. Let's go out and win the money. The big final of the day, a win for rider number 2. Of course it was Mark Loram. In second place, number 55, that's Paul Fry. In third place, number 110, Steve Daw. In fourth place, number 1, Leigh Lanham. In fifth place, number 50, Andy Sell. In sixth place, number 16, Dean Garton. In seventh place, number 21, Tommy Palmer. Eighth place, number 22. In ninth place, number 77. And 10th place, 141. The winning time was 1:33.91, that average 60.19, 60.19 the average speed, 1:33.91. So we have our 1, 2, 3 in the solo class. We now look forward to this, the big sidecar final. Coming into this final on equal points in the Masters qualification, number 8 and number 24. Mark Edwards and Nick Walters, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Joining them on the line, number 101, Gary Wright and Steve Wright. Number 25, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. Number 149, Lennon Ray Foreman. And number 52, Terry Phillips and Chris Spires. Oh, I wonder how many of you tipped Mark Loram to take that solo final and got that correct. And I wonder what you're tipping for the sidecar final. Historically, Rob Wilson has had some good results here at this High Halden circuit. Mark Edwards here for only the second time. He had a good ride in the Man of Kent earlier this year. Well, the last of the outfits coming into line as they line up for the final and they get underway. It's a good clean start. Mark Edwards has made a terrific start. He gets to the front. It's Rob Wilson who's gone with him. On the other side is Terry Phillips. And remember what he did in that semi-final. He took a very wide line and it paid off for him. This time he's allowed Mark Edwards to go wide and he tries to come through on the inside. Rob Wilson trying to find a gap there as well as he comes through in front of Gary Wright. But at the moment it is still Mark Edwards and Nick Walters as they go down that back straight. with Terry Phillips in second place. Rob Wilson desperately trying to get past Terry Phillips. He overruns the entrance into that top bend and he gets himself into second. Now desperately trying to pull it in hard and get a tight line out of the bend, but he's forced to go wide again, and now he goes after Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. Rob Wilson really with a bit between his teeth, desperately going after Mark Edwards, but Mark Edwards are way down that back straight. He's got a wide line and he's got the power on. Terrific ride this from Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. Rob Wilson very quick in that top bend, closes up again, gets closer and closer in that top bend. We go into the last lap as they go past us this time, and Mark Edwards and Nick Walters very much looking in control. Rob Wilson using all his experience to try and get back at them, but really the fight he's got on his hands is keeping Terry Phillips back in third place. Gary Wright desperately trying to get on terms with Terry Phillips, but he doesn't look as if he's going to catch him as they come round off that top bend. You can see them coming into the checkered flag now. Mark Edwards and Nick Walters take it. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles cross the line in second, but of course there has been a red flag put up. The riders are completely slowed down coming into this final line, but obviously the concern as we've lost the outfit on that bottom corner.
Between the handlebars and the tank, the handlebars and the engine. Get off the way, mate. You're really well. Very clever.
Could make his way down here would be appreciated. That's either Brian or Mick O'Donnell, if you can hear me. Would like just a quick word before we give the official result out. But I think what you can't take away from the fact is that Mark Edwards and Nick Walters really do look to be in excellent form at the moment. They won their first national last weekend. That was the North Berks Bonanza. And now they've come to the qualifier, they've qualified for the Masters, and what are they going to do? They look as if they can hold off any national competition. Well, they've had some terrific rides this afternoon, they, Gary and Steve Wright, as they come round past me. And it does, well, I think the question of whether that result stands or not has just been made by the starters. Look, they've disassembled the start line. As soon as I get confirmation of the result, obviously I'll give it to you, but we do need the clerk of the course. Brian, I can see you making your way down here, mate. Thank you very much. No question about how it looked to us as they went across the line that Mark Edwards had definitely taken that race by storm. Rob Wilson using all his experience to try and get back at him, but not proving to be able to do so. I'll remind you that we need the top three from both classes for a quick presentation as quickly as we can get it organised. In the solos, of course, that is Mark Loram, Paul Fry and Steve Daw. If you could make your way over to the rostrum between the beer tent and the burger stall. Well, I know there's a lot of you obviously keep your programmes 100%. I can now give you the official result of race 38. Of course, it is a win for Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. Finishing in second place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In third place, number 101, that's Gary Wright and Steve Wright. In fourth place, number 149, Lennon Ray Foreman. Fifth place was taken by number 25, that's Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. And there was a time, because we think that Mark Edwards was still at race speed when he went across the line. Everything else happened behind him. So the time is 1:30.80 with a speed of 54.91. 1:30.80, 54.91. And for those of you that do watch the official line, etc., want to know how that result was achieved, it was the result at the end of the third lap, and therefore the exclusion of the cause of the stoppage, number 52, not featuring in the results because he was sitting in third place but doesn't feature in the official overall result. It means that they are 8, 24, 101, 149 and 25. Well, indeed, as we come to the end of the day, those of you that must rush off, I wish you a very safe journey home.
It's a terrific result for, of course, Steve Daw. Steve looking very, very energetic. Oh, I thought he was going to lead the whole thing then. Finishing in second place. I think this one would have been a tip for the top, but he's ended up in second place. In fact, looking back through the programme, I noticed he did set the fastest time of the day. They really were motoring out of the day, averaging 61 miles an hour on just a 500cc solo machine. Of course, in second place, Paul Fry. Well, Paul's also going to be energetic. Look, we go all the trouble of putting the straw bell there and none of them use it. I'm sure this man will, because we've got one more place to fill. It is, of course, the winner of the final. And one thing I should let you know, that both first and second place had to travel down from Manchester this morning because, of course, they were riding Speedway last night. And Paul's saying, yes, he's feeling the pain of it now. Somebody else who are feeling a little bit tired, but also around there and done the business today, the winner of the solo final, Mark Loram. One of those magic moments, look. And he's forgotten the laurels. Well, I think as always what we want the photos taken, I'll keep out of that, don't worry.
Right.
He doesn't want to allow me to get on that M25 tonight, does he? He wants to keep me here, I can see. Well, a quick word with Mark, because obviously there's a lot of people out there didn't realise you were riding Speedway last night. Was it tough, Mark?
Yeah, it's my first Grasstrack this year, and there's a lot of good boys here today, and it wasn't going to be easy. You can't just come in and think you're going to win, but in the end I just made a couple of good starts and a couple of fast laps, and then it was alright, but that wasn't by no means easy, and it's good to see a lot of good riders coming up through.
Well, I share those words, and indeed it is good to see the top riders coming up. The qualifier this year was never going to be easy, but the top three that we got going through to the Masters are Steve Daw, Paul Fry and Mark Loram. Steve really does himself a mischief getting off the winner's rostrum. The Sidecars, and of course we knew this class wasn't going to be easy. There weren't too many places for qualifying to go through, and we knew at the end of the day, as one pair said to me this morning, it's two events here today. It's qualifying for the Masters, then forget the Masters and go out and win some money. Well, I'm pleased to be able to say we've got three very worthy crews coming up here, and I hope they're going to do us proud in the Masters proper. Finishing in third place in the final, Gary and Steve Wright. Now we've got to try and work out who that belongs to. Gary quickly saying there's nothing to do with him. But there's the important thing, the envelope. Well, we move on to second place, and I think there's probably a lot of you would have tipped these for perhaps the first place. They were on borrowed machinery, remember. But even on borrowed machinery, they perform well. It is, of course, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. That's it, he had to put his pint down there to get up here. Well, the important thing, obviously the envelope, and as I probably quite boringly are getting to say now, that all we need is just one more place filled. Well, what can I say about the crew that are going to be coming up here for first place? Up and coming, new to the sport, you can't even say that, can you? Because Mark Edwards has been a passenger for many, many years. He knows his way around the grass track, and he's now proved that not only hanging on the side, he can also control the throttle as well. Terrific ride for him once again today. He was the Vast Bonanza winner last week, and now they go through as winners of the final at the British Masters Qualifier. It is, of course, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. Well, this is obviously something they're getting used to now, isn't it? I'll allow all the photographs to be taken. I won't try and break a few cameras. That's it, the official man has finished. So he gives me the go-ahead now to come up and say a few words, because Mark, it wasn't me that had a few words with you last week, but obviously it was a terrific victory. Did you really expect to come out here and do the same thing?
Not really, no. A lot of averages against you, yeah. Just got to keep going.
Well, you've got to keep going. I know you've only ridden on this track once before, but you obviously like it.
Yeah, it's good. You've got to use your brain a bit. I struggle there, but the only answer is the same for everybody, isn't it?
Well, it is. I know there's one thing that I've got to ask this passenger of yours. You suffered a bit last week, but any aches and pains today?
None in the head.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it, about this team? But here we are, the three winners going through to the Masters proper, and again we hope that they're going to pull something out of the bag for us. It's Gary and Steve Wright, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. And obviously it only remains for me to say to all of you, have a very safe journey home. I hope you've enjoyed the racing as much as I have. Some terrific racing here in the qualifier. What's going to happen in the Masters itself? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Indeed, I hope you've enjoyed the racing here this afternoon. Have a very safe journey home. We'll see you at the Masters event or any other grass track.